life of 9 Mile Drive.
Okay, move your drum ass.
All right, my drum ass.
Move your drum ass over.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey everybody, I'm Christina, and we're with Soundcheck. I'm here today with 9 Mile Drive, and yes.
That's right.
9 Mile Drive and their new addition, Paul Gaeta, on drums.
Hello.
Yay, Paul.
I would also like to give them a big congratulations because 9 Mile Drive is the Soundcheck's Band of the Month, and Paul Gaeta is the Musician of the Month for the Soundcheck. So
Terrible decision. Terrible.
all right. So Paul, how long have you been playing drums?
How long have we been playing drums? I have been on and off playing since I was about 12 years old, I believe. But like I said, I've been actually part of the professional local music scene for the past 3 years. So that's been my most, it's been my most consistent, kind of playing. With the 3 bands I've been in my entire life of playing.
Now, what are your influences?
My influences, holy hell. Actually.
Or who are your influences?
Influences on drums. That's like a phone book list right there. Like I'll start with the cliches, like Keith Moon, John Bonham, Danny Carey, David from Korn.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he's I like his kind of like offbeat, funk style. And, I'd like to think, that's kind of my style. I try to go for like a sloppy clean kind of thing. Sloppy but clean at the same time, like really solidly. Kind of, yeah. It's the best I can explain it.
I wouldn't explain you as sloppy clean,
no,
man.
Not sloppy clean.
No.
You are too kind.
I'm not
going to be able to walk out the door by the time this is over.
You're way too intense to be sloppy clean.
Thank you so much.
What were your earliest professional gigs like? I know you were with Across Culture. You started out with Across.
That was my first. Yeah, that was actually my first. Actually, my very first gig was technically with my dad's actually a guitar player, and I know what I know about music. And him, he's an amazing guitar player. And my first experience actually writing original music with him. Best way I can describe, like those football dads that like were almost football stars, but then they didn't become stars when they had kids, and their kid plays football, and then they push them to play to the point where it's like almost unbearable. Yeah, he was like a football dad, but with music.
Music dad.
Yeah, he was awesome. Like,
I had one of those too.
Like we fought, we would fight about songs. He taught me a lot about how to work with people, how to work with other people's ideas.
Cool deal.
So yeah, that was so my very first gig was technically at my cousin's, pre-wedding party. It was at a bar. I forget what the bar was called, but yeah, like I said, it was with my dad's cover band, and that was it. But for original gigging, yeah, Cross Culture was my very first exposure to this music scene, being
I remember them. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah,
I remember back in the day.
Back in the dizzle. That was back in the dizzy.
So let's fast forward to the present. With the recent events in your musical career, you were with Before the Fire since its inception and everything. How did that make you feel with the change and what propelled you to keep going on?
Actually, legitimately, after everything happened Before the Fire, legitimately, my first thought was 9 Mile was on top of the list of the bands I wanted to play with, because like I said, Before the Fire, I played a lot of shows with them, and I had a few opportunities from some great bands, but it just wasn't quite what I was looking for. And, right when John messaged me that, hey, some things might be going on, and there might be an opening. He was like, "What do you think?" I'm like, I was playing at Cole's, like, sure, we might be able to work that, but over the keyboard, it's like, God yes, new band, Jen, they want me to play with them. I was like freaking out. I was a giddy. I was so excited though, because like I said, they have, when I played with them, they have the stage presence, the tightness, obviously, for the past 5 or 6 years, besides drummers, it's been the same members, so the loyalty's there, and they got everything I look for. So I'm absolutely honored to be a part of this band, and it's been an absolute. Oh God, it's been a trip being out here in Arcadia for a month.
Right on. Well, it shows. Denise and I have actually been we've been awarded, I guess you would say, to actually spend the day with these guys. And we've been at their rehearsal, we heard their new song and everything, and we got the skinny and the scoop on everything you guys have to wait for, and it's awesome. They're gonna melt your face off on Friday night, October 3rd at Rackham's. So everybody knows, I'm gonna just come clean here. Everybody knows that you are my favorite drummer in the scene. You're over the top, your intensity is unbelievable in the original music scene. And how do you feel about being an integral part of a fantastic band, which 9 Mile Drive is one of my favorite bands as well, about a fantastic band, a fantastic brotherhood?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, once again, it's just an absolute honor to have the opportunity to play with them, because like when we were playing shows at the Fourth Wire, we got to know each other, like I was, there was everything. There was, we, even like when I was away from the guys before the fire, when we'd hang out, I kind of felt that connection, that personal connection, and the inappropriate humor, physically and verbally.
And Denise and I have experienced some of that here today.
And I absolutely need that in a band. I need that inappropriate, goofy, over the top.
You should put that on your resume.
Absolutely, I need that. Physical, inappropriate humor. That is my only requirement.
Right on.
You guys don't even have to know how to play music. Just be extremely inappropriate at all times, and I will join your band.
Right on. Right on. So with as much intensity as you play with, I saw it there during your rehearsal and everything. And I always see it on stage with you. Your intensity and your passion behind the kit is just over the top, unbelievable.
Thank you so much.
Where does that passion and intensity come from?
That's a really hard one. All I can really think about is it's just like, half of it's just my nature. It's just my excitement of the song. It's just coming out like I said, it's just pure passion. That's the best I can explain. I don't really have like a physical or explanational, specific answer, but I'm just having a blast up there.
Right, it shows. It definitely shows.
Yeah.
So if you weren't playing music, what would you be doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Right on. Good answer. I thought maybe that you would say porn like JC did in the last interview I did.
They put me up to that, you know that, right?
Did they really make
Every
you say that?
single person in the band is like, you should say you're
Jeremy Cricket, you had me fanning myself the whole time, JC.
Don't get him wrong, he'll do porn.
Oh my goodness. Ladies, are you listening to this?
It's not like he's
Porn star. Right there.
No. So what advice would you give young musicians that are just starting out or just on the cusp of coming out?
Any advice for young musicians?
Being that you're young yourself, I know.
Just be really open to taking notes. Don't ever be done learning about the music. Don't get too smart for the industry. Don't get too good. Arrogance is unacceptable.
Right.
Don't be cocky. Don't get bigger head. And just practice. Constantly practice. Just pretty much be a sponge, and not even for young musicians, just for any musician. It's just all it's about consistently learning and being willing to try something new, and just keep on playing, keep on rocking.
Right on. So with that being said, are you ready for the debut at Rackham's on Friday night, October 3rd at Rackham Billiards in Cape Coral, and metal horns to Andrew Gray.
Woo!
Yes.
Andy!
Personally, that's my favorite person in Cape.
I love that guy's face. I just love everything.
They love your face, Andy.
I do.
So you ready for that gig?
I might dress up like an elephant for him because he really likes elephants. I'll make provocative faces at him throughout the night. I hope he's okay with that. Andy, I'm your elephant, bro.
Right? You ready for that?
I am absolutely ready for that. I am stoked, and the more and more rehearsals
For the
we
elephant
have.
suit?
For the elephant, that's
You
the
mean you're ready for the show?
the actual show. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so, you guys, I'm so glad I'm good at editing film, man.
Don't Philly.
I am!
Terribly
You should totally not
inappropriate.
edit that part out.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
He needs to know about the elephant.
Elephant. Andy's an elephant.
He is. I'm the elephant. He's the elephant lover.
So, all right. So, moving on with 9 Mile Drive, I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on Paul. You know, it didn't take you guys long to snatch
You
him
want
up.
to get our opinion on Paul on camera in front of him?
Yes, of course.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Can we at least
It's not like I'm being in a sound room.
Can we like ask him to leave the room for like just the first 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, get
All
out.
right. Any
There's a
negative?
clicker on.
Oh,
So it didn't take you guys long to jump on the chance of getting Paul Gaeta in the band in 9 Mile Drive.
Not at all, no.
I personally think it was a brilliant decision by you guys, and Chris Monaco and John Rinaldi. Plain and simple, how do you guys feel about it?
Really good.
We feel really good about it.
We were all like family with Mark, so that was not an easy decision for any one of us to make. Some of us were closer to Mark than others, but I think that Mark agrees his life is going in a different direction now. Our band was going in a different direction than what he had originally really envisioned. So the break away from Mark and towards Paul was kind of a mutual thing on both ends. And while we all love and respect Mark and wish him well, I think everybody here in the band can agree that we are heading at a completely different speed now than we were beforehand.
Right on. What would you guys say would be the biggest hurdle that you had to overcome with the change up of drummers?
Fortunately, this time there wasn't any.
Yeah,
I
I
honestly,
Wow!
I really didn't feel a hurdle.
Mark was a really good drummer. He is a really good drummer, and so is Paul. Mark got us actually up to where we could actually go further.
Right.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was mostly just it was one friend for a friend, and that was the only hurdle that we faced. But
we might not even be here right now if it weren't for Mark having put us together.
Right on. So as I was talking about Paul's intensity behind the kit and everything, with his intensity and his passion and everything, how would you say that fits in musically with the musical presence and the stage presence of 9 Mile Drive? Because I saw it and now I was like, it's amazing, but I want to hear it from you guys. And they want to hear it from you. Them!
We as a band have like Paul said earlier, the four of us have been together since since pretty much the beginning, and we have went through drummer. We've had some ups and downs. Drummers leaving via they had something else to do, or tragically they have left us as they left the earth, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, like Paul coming in and stepping into our studio, it wasn't like working with somebody different, because we were all very familiar with what he did with Before the Fire and who he was as a person, because we were all friends to begin with. And so having him as part of this, this brotherhood that we have, and his intensity, it meshes with us so well, because we've evolved time and time again. You look at like the older stuff that we did. We had two-step here, and and then we gradually built.
The first time the two-step wasn't two-step, you fucked up that solo so bad.
Like we went through so much stuff, like as our collective for the four of us, and then having somebody that's kind of come up the same way and has built himself to be what he wants to be as a musician as well as a person, and he fits in with us so beautifully that like words can't even describe it. I think that we're all we've all evolved again, for what the 30th time. We've all evolved again, and we've had to compensate our stage presence to match his stage presence. So I think that he has brought us a little bit further into what we do. And like Seth said, we all love Mark, and he was a great drummer, and we do wish him well. But Paul is definitely a phenomenal fit for what it is that we do.
Yeah, it was awesome because
I said that.
before Paul,
You're welcome.
when Paul was in Before the Fire,
I know we look
And we would watch them play
You
live.
should know better.
We would, like, it was there. We always thought, Paul to us was just like, we were always like, damn, that drummer's just, he's flawless, he's on time, he's just putting everything in the songs and his show presence. He just really digs into what's being played, and that was our only hope. Like, when Paul came in, was he going to be doing that? But he shattered everything. He came in, he dug into the songs, like they were his own. I mean, day in, day out. Like, while we're working, he was here in the studio, endlessly. I probably go crazy listening to the tracks and have to even practice to them. But no, he.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I did. I have.
For 6 straight weeks up to this point, he's every day, or bugging us if we can't get here, to get in.
Right.
But he dug into the songs. I think he knows more than we do.
Word, I heard some new changes and everything in the music out there, and that is really
Drastic.
fantastic. I mean, it's absolutely. I know I keep talking about the rehearsal and everything, but you guys just have to wait because it's gonna be so off the chain.
It's provided we don't have any technical difficulties.
We are
horribly prone.
Our
to
first
stuff
album is
screwing
going to be
up.
called Technical Difficulties
Yeah,
1,
we
2,
caught
and
it.
3.
It's gonna be like a triple play. Well, yeah, I mean, you guys have just, okay, this is a question that I was gonna, well, we kind of went over it already, but here, I want to hear it from you guys. Okay, if Paul wasn't playing music, what do you think he would be doing?
Oh man!
I think he'd be doing porn.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know you were going to say that?
I would seriously, like, even if it wasn't porn, it would be like masturbating on a couch in front of the camera with Cheetos.
I mean,
Like,
kind of porn.
Don't get me wrong, I would love to mildly satisfy women for a living. I'm joking.
I don't know, man. Paul's such a unique individual outside of the drum kit already to try and figure out what he would be doing.
Actually,
I've got it. Hands down, you would be the guinea pig for all studies in ADD. And you would make your money like that.
That's the nicest
Testing new
thing
drugs
anyone has ever said
for
to me.
ADD.
I feel like it doesn't
Hands
matter.
down.
Whatever he's-
and on the side, for additional money, he would like design like emo hairstyles.
Yeah.
The
You can
emo,
even
the
make an
emo
Italian
drummer.
name for yourself.
This product is called I Hate My Parents. Available to you at Walmart.
Oh God! And in closing, you guys ready to melt some faces off on Friday night?
It's an inevitable.
We are ready to play.
You all ready to play?
We need to come out of hibernation. It's been long.
Can
It's
ready
been a while.
be a natural state of being?
I guess so.
I guess it has to be.
Yeah.
I've been ready to do that
Mind freak.
since the day that he got here.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Oh man.
I think we need to drink.
Yeah, have some of that.
Have some cold cock whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
We need to. What is
Yes.
this? Yeah, because all right, cold cock whiskey. God, I feel so dirty saying that.
Cold cock.
Oh, yeah.
Have some
That's the
cold cock.
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel dirty.
Okay, fantastic.
Come on
It's working. Cold cock
That's
whiskey.
horrible when you think about what it means.
They are
if
going-
you take it back. That's really bad.
There's nothing
I'm
wrong with
trying to do a promo here, you know?
There's nothing wrong with having a little cold cock in your mouth.
Right. Oh, ladies, let me
I don't
tell you
think we're
something.
gonna have
Sitting
to
at
edit
this
that
table
part.
with these five, oh boy.
Probably gonna have to
Yeah.
edit that part out.
Can I get a bucket of ice, please? Anyway, cold cock
Cock.
whiskey. They are going to be endorsing 9 Mile Drive as well. They're going to be sponsoring them. So when you're at the bar, I don't know if this is served at Rackham's or not.
We'll get it there.
It will be.
It will be, because 9 Mile Drive will be served at Rackham's on Friday night, starting at 9 o'clock. The Soundcheck will be live broadcasting straight from Rackham's, and that's Friday night, October 3rd. Be there or be a fucking idiot.
And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold says so.
Yeah.
Those of you who
We would
can't make
also-
it due to life circumstances.
Namo, I would
Cheers.
also like to plug Joseph Formuller and Sinister Guitar Picks because we are also very proudly endorsed by them as well.
I didn't know we
Sinister!
were like, full pro. I knew it was so.
Joe and Stella rock. And this is
How do we do
the
that?
ending of the edition, the first video edition of the Soundcheck's Band of the Month, 9 Mile Drive,
Honored.
Oh, yeah.
Musician of the
Thank
Month,
you.
Mr. Paul fucking Gaeta.
Pow!
Pow! In your face.
Right in the kiss.
Cut. Let's drink.
Alright.
Alright.
Bam.
Short, sweet, to the point. Not a lot of
Didn't you say something about let's drink?
Hey, Josh, how many words did you say?
Seriously, bro.
Not-
Shut up, fucking